So I just finished yet another boss. I've wrapped up this boss in this level in quarantine. I forgot his name of this boss, but I defeated him. It's in a quarantine area in the ice belt facility. And so you probably ask, well, how did you defeat the boss so quickly? Well, that's because, remember, I talked about those three essentials, right? What are the three essentials that we talked about? Uh, Layout of the map, of course, so you know where you are, so that way you don't get lost. So learn the map, okay? Number two, scan everything, so that way you know what you have to do, what you need to upgrade, etc., etc. Okay, what you need to collect to unlock something, right? So scan, so layout of the map, scan everything, and then number three, when you're facing the bosses, uh, learn their abilities. What are their abilities, and how do you suppress their abilities? And that's essentially what I was doing here when I was fighting this boss. Let me show you some of the imagery. Yeah, so I took some photos so that way, I have a proof that I defeated the boss, because, people are going to say, oh, you probably didn't. So there it is. You can see I was fighting him, Keratos. His name is Keratos. That's the name of the boss. It's right there. It's like a little, well, I wouldn't say little. He's like like a rolling crab. Like, think of him like a rolling crab made out of like yeah, like a rolling crab, like a stone crab. Like, it really reminds me of a stone crab. You guys ever seen a stone crab? You know, it goes into a shell and comes out of the shell. You ever pick one up? So it's like a stone crab, basically. That's what it reminds me of. There's the boss. You can see right over here. Uh, that already got him halfway down. So how did I defeat this boss? Well, I don't want to give you all the tips. Like, I want you. Listen, I already gave you enough tips. If I tell you, like, if I hold your hand and I tell you exactly what you got to do, then that's cheating. Then you're not. What's the point of you playing this game then? What I'm trying to teach you, and I know some of you are getting tired of me uploading these Metroid Prime 4 videos, but I'm trying to teach you how to play this game. And this is coming from a guy who, 8 days ago, I was hating on this game, but that's because I didn't understand it. Now that I understand it, that I have much better understanding of this game, are you kidding me? I have a much, much better perspective. And that's what I'm trying to teach you. All of these tips that I'm giving you. Learn the layout of the map. Scan everything. When you are facing these bosses, learn their abilities. So why is this important? Why do you need to learn their abilities? Because if you learn their abilities, then you know what to do. You can strategize. Okay, so when the shell opens up, that's when I strike. I need to wait for him to finish with all of these other moves, and then finally when he's ready to charge at me, right, and roll, I need to turn into a morph ball and then avoid him immediately and just, jump to the right and avoid him. And then he gets stuck in the ice. When he gets stuck in the ice, then his shells open up, and then I, go ahead and I, unload my rockets onto him. But that's the whole idea, that's the beauty of this game, is you figuring things out, You need to figure things out. So anyway, now I'm going to collect my teleporter key. So that will be 3 teleporter keys out of 5. So I've got 3, and I need 2 more. So I need 2 more teleporter keys, and I'm getting closer to the. Well, I don't know. Am I? Am I getting closer to the end of the game? I don't know. We'll see. I need 2 more teleporter keys, and those other 2 teleporter keys. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be easy. But you know, that's the whole idea of this game. And here you will see me. There I am. See, right here. I already defeated the boss. Like I told you, remember, I already knew that the boss is going to be here at the quarantine. Okay, I already knew that. You know. So, as I said in my previous videos, I hope that these Metroid Prime 4 videos, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond videos that I'm uploading, I hope that this really gives you a better perspective of what Metroid is, you know. You know what I mean? Anyone who's watching my videos, honestly, there's no reason for you not to have the perspective. Everything's explained. I mean, my English is good. I don't think I have an accent. I'm sure even if you read on closed caption, it's pretty clear. Everything gets explained clearly, and I repeat myself numerous of times just to emphasize in case you forgot. And that's the whole point of these videos. You know, now if you're somebody who doesn't care about the Metroid, then I don't even know why you're watching. Then why are you even watching the video? Don't watch the video. That's my question to you. Like, if you don't even care about Metroid, then why are you watching it? Why are you watching the video? Go watch something else. This really is meant for those of you who are on the fence. I think once you understand how to play the game, I think you will love it. I think you will enjoy it. I know why you're not enjoying it now, because you don't understand it. And you're frustrated. Well, that's because you choose not to understand it. See, there's a difference. You know, it's like almost the arrogance that I had. But my arrogance was even worse. I didn't even have the game and I was still trashing it because I was listening to what the other people were saying. And what the other people were saying was totally false. And I already addressed all the, the false statements that they made about the Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, which is ridiculous. Everything they said is not true. She is alone. They said, oh, she's surrounded by all these characters. Not true. Yes, there are some characters that she meets along the way while collecting these teleporter keys, but she only talks to them for like a minute or a half, or like 2 minutes and a half, or whatever. Tops maybe 3 minutes on a cutscene. But that's about it. If there's like a very important scene and there's a group of characters like from Federation, soldiers all together, blah, 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 they're talking to each other, maybe a 3-minute scene, that's about it. And after that, you're on your own. You're always on your own. Those are cutscenes, for crying out loud. They're not even like, it's not like they're next to you cooperatively playing with you. Everybody's acting as if you got like a cooperative NPC AI non-player character with you, helping you out, Okay, if I had like an NPC next to me, or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 NPCs, non-playable characters powered by AI, then you can say she's not alone. But dude, she's alone. So there's so much false narrative about Metroid Prime, and it really kind of bothers me that this game got this. Thank God that the game, it's #1, it's selling, but there's so much garbage out there being said about this game, and it's not justified at all. So just don't. That's why I told you in the previous video. Don't listen to the noise. Okay. Don't fall into the same trap that I did. All right, let's collect the teleporter key. Let's do this. Ooh, now we can go faster. See, now I got the ability of going faster. Yeah. Psychic boost ball. So every time you defeat a boss, you earn a new ability. Right? And these bosses, they get harder and harder and harder. Now, some people say, but you are playing this on casual. Yes, but why am I playing it on a casual? Because I'm brand new to Metroid. I'm not like a veteran of Metroid. So I want to start casual. Once I finish the game in casual, then I'm going to go with normal. Once I finish the normal, then I'm going to go with a hard. Right? That's how it should be. So press B and L. Okay, we'll check it out. So we can go faster now. Alright, we got a teleporter key. Here we go. Let's see what the aliens have to say. So teleporter key, it's part of this whole story of the game, you know. I don't want to tell you too much, about the story because I don't want to spoil this game for you. Maybe you want to play it during the holiday season. Maybe you want to play it now during the winter because winter it's here, Well, winter doesn't start officially till Sunday, the 21st, right? December 21st. But either way, it's December. It's December 17th. So it is winter. It's holidays. I'm only giving you as much as I can give you without spoiling this game. So, and everything that I'm giving you here, it's a tips, free tips. So that way you're not stuck, and frustrated. If you are frustrated and stuck, that's because of arrogance. I'm no offense, but it's just arrogance. Because you choose not to learn. Well, what am I doing wrong? Okay, you're frustrated. I get it. All right, fine. But ask yourself a question. What are you doing wrong? Calm down, right? Calm down, breathe. Think. What are you doing wrong? And that's what this game does to you. It's teaching you to think. And this really has attracted me now more so than ever. And I'm sure a lot of my subscribers and members are surprised by this. But that's because you don't know me. Like, you think you know me because you see some videos of me getting frustrated or maybe putting on a show. Sometimes I put on a show. I'm a good actor. And you think, oh, this is how he always is. No, you don't know how I always am. And what I like, what I don't like, you can't know me simply by just watching my videos and live streams. It's just the arrogance is right there. It would be an arrogant for me to think I know you just by talking to you on a messages through keyboard. So I told you my story. Like, my very first experience was with Spectrum ZX Sinclair. And the very first game that me and my brother played back in 1984. Okay, this is a long time ago. Long time ago. The very first game experience was on a computer Spectrum ZX Sinclair. And the very first game was Lunar Lander. Now, why was Lunar Lander so significant to me and my brother? Was it because of the graphics? No, the graphics were just some lines, a black screen and white lines, and you got this, dots to represent the space and the moon right at the bottom. And there was this lunar module, and this lunar module has thrusters, and you have to conserve those thrusters as you're coming down. And you got to calculate how much of thrusters do you have left in order for you to safely land without crashing. So that was the whole point of that game, was to think. And that was the fascinating part, was thinking. Well, how do I do this? Like, okay, I only have like 30% or maybe 20% of thrusters left for me to safely land this lunar lander. So you have to think. And this game, that's why I'm making this, point regarding, 1984 Lunar Lander on Spectrum ZX Sinclair. This kind of brings me back to my childhood and to the games that I used to play, like Lunar Lander, Frogger, Tetris, Pac-Man. These are all thinking games, especially Tetris, because this brings me back to my childhood, you know. And this game does that. It forces you to think, and I miss that, you know. That's one of the reasons why I'm enjoying Metroid Prime 4. And I know this might be shocking to you. Wow, this guy went from hating this game, being stuck in the game, and look at him now, just going through this game like it's nothing. He's like a developer of the game now. It's just, that's because I've done my due diligence of research. That's what you're supposed to do. Do a proper research. Don't just listen to people's opinions. Don't just listen to the noise. Do your own due diligence, proper research on the game before you actually starts having, a knee-jerk reaction or easy, quick knee-jerk reaction judgment. That's why I told you in a previous video, I'm going to start 2026 by this one rule. I will not talk about any product or any video game unless I spend like 20 hours playing that game, Or a product, whatever the product might be, right? Let's say I purchase a PS5 Pro. I will not talk about the PS5 Pro unless I spend a lot of days and weeks, maybe a month of testing all of these games, right? And after 1 month of me testing all of these PS5 Pro enhanced games, then I will be able to give you my honest opinion about the console. I'm just using, some examples, right? So that will be my rule. Same thing with the video games, because I think that's the fair. That is the only fair way to truly review products and video games. And I don't like these first impression videos. Like, what's the point of first impression? What are you going to get from first impression? I know people like to make these first impression videos. I think they're pointless. You're not really telling me anything, because you're going to change your mind. You're not really giving me much of any kind of detail other than, okay, this is what I had, find out in the game in the beginning. But you're not like giving me a bigger picture. You're giving me some, pieces of the puzzle, but you're not really giving me like the full picture, right? So I really don't like the first impression videos. I think they're a waste of time. Give me the full review of what you have experienced after you have spent a lot of time. When you put in like a lot of hours, like 30 hours, 40 hours, you have a lot of hours playing the game, then I want you to tell me X, Y, and Z, all the details, right? Alright, so let's see what the Mr. Alien has to say. Oh yeah, we have to use this. See, now we're faster. See? So we're gonna go faster and faster and faster. Here we go. Now we gotta go this way. Ah. There we go. See? Just like that. Hello, Mr. Alien. Mr. Alien, give me that teleporter key. Alright, so we're going to collect the teleporter key. This is my third out of 5. So this is my third teleporter key out of 5. These are Ancient Aliens teleporter keys. I don't want to tell you too much about these. I know a little bit of, well, not just, I think I know quite a lot about these aliens, but I don't want to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it, alright? So I collected 3 teleporter keys out of 5. So that only leaves 2 more. 2 more teleporter keys. Master teleporter key acquired. One of the keys required to activate the master teleporter in Chrono Tower. A total of 5 keys must be collected. So we need to collect 2 more teleporter keys, and after that, we're done. What happens after that? Well, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this game. You know, you want to keep pushing through to find out what happens next, right? Okay. You can see how many teleporter keys I have. I have 3 out of 5, so we need 2 more. You know, I also want to play Hyrule War. There's so many. Listen. There's so many Nintendo Switch 2 games I want to play. I want to play Hyrule Warriors. Of course, I want to play Kirby Air Riders. Metroid Prime 1. Metroid Prime 1 Remastered. And of course, Red Dead Redemption. Tomb Raider, you know. Talk about a Red Dead Redemption Nintendo Switch 2 version. Alright, so what do we do now? Well, now we go back. How do we go back? What do we do? Well, scan everything. You have to think. 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 Think, my friend. What do we see here? Are you thinking? See, I'm thinking. I'm thinking. See, I guarantee you a lot of you would be stuck here. What do I do? What do I do? You see, my brain is already working. I already know what I gotta do. But how did I figure this out? Because I'm observing and I'm remembering. What ability did I just get? That super fast morphing ball, right? Well, guess what? I'm gonna use that super morphing ball to go from here to here and make my way up to this balcony. Okay? Here, let's do that. Are you ready? Here we go. Hold it. Need a little bit more. Hold on. Oh, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. But that's okay. That's the whole point. For you to figure this out. Come on. See, I almost made it. See? Hold on, hold on. See? I'm almost getting there. Come on. I almost got it the last time. Almost made it. Oh my god. Hold on. I almost made it, dude. This is gonna be something that'll take a while, but I almost got it, dude, the last time I was doing it. Hold on. Come on. There's got to be a way. Maybe that's what it is. Hold on. Oh my god. I almost had it. Almost had it. Yes, there. You see, that's the whole point of this game. Now, I know some of you will say, well, but isn't this frustrating? It's only frustrating if you think that way. Again, it's about solving problems, figuring things out. Now, I'm not sitting here saying this game is for everyone. I know everyone's different, okay? And that's okay. Not every game it's meant to be for everyone. But if you're somebody like me who likes to solve problems and like these types of games of solving problems, well, this is it. This is for you. Let's see if this is working. Dangerous Bioform Research Terminal collects research data. Okay. Yeah, it's not working. I know our job is done here, man. We're done with this level.
You've done well, Samus. I'll meet you up top.
All right. Yeah, we're done here. See, now we can use this because we have the fast morphing bowl. See, it's open. Now we can use the elevator. There you go.
Samus. Looks like you got what you came for. A message came through the station radio while you were gone. Somebody named Specialist Mackenzie. He sent over the coordinates for base camp. So I'll be on my way soon. Now, I've been on a lot of missions. This has always protected me. May Solon light your path. You go on ahead. There's a healing pod up here, and I'll be as good as new in no time.
All right. Should we save the game? Of course. Of course we should save the game. There is a save. But it's right over here. Alright, so let's use this fast morphing ball. Hold on. Here we go. Nice. Let's save the game. What is this? Well, whatever that is, I want to save the game first. Well, there you have it. I hope I'm not spoiling too much. Yes, I have collected 3 teleporter keys out of 5. There's 2 more. Honestly, the only reason I'm making these videos is for you guys to understand how to play Metroid. You see, not only am I teaching you, but I'm also showing you. I'm showing you like how to play this game. So I would give this game like 9 out of 10. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because giving a game 10 out of 10 has to be reserved for truly a masterpiece, right? I always reserve 10 for the masterpiece. Like it has to be something like Red Dead Redemption 2, right? It has to be a masterpiece. It has to be. That's where I reserve 10 out of 10. But this is 9. So don't listen to the noise, guys. Learn from me. Okay, if you watch my channel, you will learn. Oh, here's a guy who was trashing this game and didn't even play it, but was listening to the noise on the internet. And look at him now. And this is really thanks to KJNBA25. I mean, really thanks to him. I tell you what, if it wasn't for KJNBA25, I would still be that same dude, you know, like trashing this game. But thanks to him, man, I'm so glad that he gifted this game to me, because him gifting this game to me really has opened my eyes what Metroid is all about. You know. And I can only hope I can only hope that these videos really give you the perspective that I have regarding Metroid Prime 4. And everything that I'm telling you is based on facts. Everything that I just told you. This is what you do in this game. I'm pretty much laying out the facts. The facts are, this game, it's a solving problem type game. Thinking game. It's always been a solving problem thinking game. Yeah, there's some action here and there, but this game is teaching you to think. You know. That's why you're scanning so much. That's why you need to memorize the layout of the map. That's why you need to understand the enemy bosses that you're fighting, because they're all different. What are their abilities, and how do you uh, suppress their abilities with whatever abilities you have? This is all part of thinking. It's like this. It's a thinking game. So if you're someone who doesn't like thinking, and that's okay. Some people, they just don't want to think. They just want to have a good time. I get that. I understand that. But if you are one of those individuals like me who likes to think and solve problems, I think you will enjoy Metroid Prime 4 uh, Beyond. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I hope these videos help. I think these videos really should give you a crystal clear, honestly, everything gets explained, crystal clear picture on what Metroid is. And again, I'm not making these videos for Metroid veterans who understand how to play this game. I'm really making these videos for people who are on the fence, like I was. Like, I never played Metroid games, so I was like brand new to it. So if you're brand new to this game, like I was, because when I, played Metroid Dread, I was very new to it. That's why I was so frustrated. That's why I was so pissed off, because I didn't understand. People say, well, when I look at your Metroid Dread videos, like, what happened? Well, I was an arrogant douchebag because I refused to learn how to play this game. And back then, there was a friend of mine back then, Pump Truck. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him. I don't know. He stopped talking to me, which is fine. I'm sure he has his reasons. That's okay. If people don't want to talk to me, that's okay, dude. I don't care. I don't get offended by it. But he told me back then, this is a long time ago, when the Metroid Dread came out, Pump Truck, that's his nickname, Pump Truck. That's not his real name, Pump Truck. He told me, hey, dude, I wish that I was there when you were live streaming this game, Metroid Dread. I would have explained to you. I would have teach you how to play this game. And what he was basically trying to tell me is what I already know now, but back then I didn't know. What he was trying to tell me was, this game, it's about solving problems. It's about thinking. All right. How do you go from point A to point B? It's about strategy, like strategizing, thinking, solving problems. It's a thinking game. But now I understand that, back then I was arrogant. I didn't understand it. So that's why those videos, when you watch them, like, oh, look at this arrogant dude, right? But now I understand it. Now I have a better perspective what Metroid is all about. And I'm a huge fan of Metroid now. Huge fan. Okay, so I think I'm a great example. Like, no one, I think Jose never in his wildest dreams, out of all the people, Jose Desperado, never in its wildest dreams did he ever expect me to, like, understand the Metroid and really get into Metroid. He played a demo. I think he played a demo at the Best Buy, and I think he told me he wants to buy it when it goes on sale. Jose, it's definitely worth it. Hopefully these videos, Desperado, Jose, Dylan, so many nicknames, Dylan. Hopefully these videos, Dylan, will make you smarter. So, who's Dylan? Carl Weathers. May he rest in peace. He played a character called Dylan in Predator 1987 movie. And it's a nickname I gave to Jose because we love Predator movies so much. So, if you're watching these videos, Jose, hopefully these videos give you, these videos prepare you for what you're getting into. So with all of these videos, I think you'll have a much better perspective on. But if you want, I can talk to you on a Steam, on on a private chat in Steam. I can give you some more tips on how to play this game. Once you finally buy the game, I can like give you even more tips, you know. But I think those three essentials, it's all you need. Remember the layout of the map, very important. So that way you're not like stuck in a maze. Okay, maze meaning labyrinth. So get familiar with the layout of the map. Scan everything, double check everything, read everything, scan, 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 double scan everything. And number 3, understand your enemy. Right? The art of war. Understanding your enemy. Understanding your bosses. Each boss is different. And you need to understand what their abilities are and what your abilities are and how you can suppress their abilities. So it's a strategy, trial and error strategy. So those are the 3 essentials that I have mentioned, honestly. And if you follow these 3 essentials, I think you will have a much better time enjoying this game and going through the levels, right? However, don't expect this to happen overnight. It took me 8 days to truly like understand like the basic mechanics and concept of this game. You have to invest time. The more time you invest, the more you get given back. It's self-rewarding, but this game requires of you to invest time. If you don't invest time, if you only play a little bit here and there, then you're not really doing this game a justice. So this game asking of you to put some time into it. The more time you put into it, the more it gives you. Like it's more rewarding, but it depends on you and how much time you put into it. The more time you put, the more rewarding it's going to be for you. All right, yet another long video. And again, guys, I'm like, it's not like I want to make these long videos, but the point of these long videos is for you to understand X, Y, and Z. There is a reason for these videos, why they're so long. Okay, I'm not making these long videos because I want to make a long video. I'm making these videos long because there's so much you need to see, and I need to show it to you. It's not just me talking about it, it's also me showing it to you. X, Y, and Z. You know. And like I said, before I go, I hope that these videos are very informative, helpful, really helpful. I hope that these videos are both informative and helpful. And I'm sure these videos will help you. I'm pretty sure. Or at least gives you a basic, perspective. Or even for those of you, especially for those of you who are on the fence, if you should spend $70. I think with these videos you should already have a pretty good idea if you should spend $70. Do you like thinking games? If you're a type of a dude who doesn't like thinking games and you have no nerves for that, then it's not for you. Save you $70. But if you're somebody who enjoys thinking, like thinking games, solving problems, then this is for you. And I can only hope that these videos have helped you make a decision whether or not you should purchase it or not purchase it. But for people who say that this game, it's not a Metroid, it doesn't play like a Metroid, don't listen to those individuals. Those individuals, I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. I think they're just trying to get the clicks. It's like a clickbait. They need some sort of a controversy because controversy drives the clickbait, the views, right? Especially with these thumbnails. Oh, my experience with Metroid. Right, and everybody wants to click. It's called clickbaiting, and then of course they're gonna make up all kinds of lies and tell you this, and that, and all of that is false. It's some of them are comparing this to Halo 4, which makes me laugh. It really makes me laugh. But anyway, that just shows you just like people are willing to do anything and everything just to get the clicks, just to get the views, just to get uh, the revenue money. It's unbelievable. Anyway, listen to a guy like me because I'm genuine. All right, I'm giving you a genuine perspective with facts. These are all facts on how to play this game. This is not even like a matter of an opinion. It's a matter of facts. Everything that I just told you in this 51-minute video, it's all based on facts. It's not based on my opinions. You know. All right. Well, thank you for watching this video. Thank you all for the support. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you watching my videos, subscribing, commenting. Please try to understand I'm a very busy guy. Whenever I get a chance to, I do read comments, but I can't always read comments every single day. Sometimes I take a little break, but I will read those comments whenever I get a chance. Just leave them there, and believe me, I will get to your comment. I might not get to your comment right away, but essentially I will get to your comment and I will give you a reply. Replies based on like what type of comment it is. If it's a very intelligent comment or something that it's genuine and intelligent, then yeah, I'll leave a reply. But if it's a comment that is just like making a statement, right, about me or about the game, or I don't reply to that. I only reply to like genuine questions. Like, what is your question? Genuine question. All right. God bless you. Happy holidays, and I will see you on the next video.